Hello, and welcome to another edition of Dan's All Drinks Considered. I'm Dan, and as you can see, this is a drink. So this week we have an interesting beverage, both in terms of its flavor and also where I got it. Jarritos brand is not especially uncommon here in upstate New York, where I live. You do see, say, their fruit punch flavor, some of their other, I guess you could say, for this part of the world, more mainstream flavors, fairly commonly in supermarkets and things like that. Some of their more fringe flavors, like Tamarind here, and hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, those you don't see quite as often. Occasionally, say, a Mexican restaurant will have some of those. Again, for this area, slightly more obscure flavors. But I've never seen this particular flavor in, say, a supermarket or anything. But the other day, as I'm recording this in early September, it probably won't come out for some time, but in early September, as my pre-birthday trip, my fiance and I went to Opus 40 in nearby Saugerties, New York, which is a very interesting place in and of itself. It's, I won't go too much into the history of it here, but it could be described as both an earthwork and a sculpture park. I highly recommend checking it out. Anyway, we stopped in at the gift shop while we were at Opus 40, enjoying the day, and they just happened to have a couple of Jarritos flavors, including Tamarind. And this is one I actually wanted to do on the show for a while, so I grabbed a bottle. So, of course, the big question for some may well be, well, what is tamarind? Admittedly, when I first heard of the flavor, I had to look it up as well. Tamarinds are apparently actually a legume, technically speaking, but they're a type of tree that originated in Africa, later made its way to other parts of the world, including Mexico, parts of Latin America, also Pacific islands such as the Philippines, and the fruit of the tamarind tree, which I will put up a picture of right here. There you go. Not the most attractive looking fruit, but nonetheless, it became popularized as a flavoring in cuisine of, say, the Philippines, Mexico, Latin America in general, as well. So, seems like an interesting pick for a soda flavor on Jarritos' part. They have had the flavor for some time, so apparently it's reasonably popular. So, we'll check it out, see what tamarind flavored soda is like. So, as always, we will go through the visual test, the smell test, and the all-important taste test. We'll pour some of this out here. Okay. So, the coloration seems to lighten up a little bit when you pour it out. I find even for clear bottles, sometimes it takes pouring the product out to really get a full sense of the flavor. So, it is a light brown, certainly much lighter than cola-flavored sodas. Almost a tea-like color. Certainly a good amount of carbonation. Smell test? To be honest, I don't smell much of anything. So, that's interesting. Not much aroma going on. Well, I guess we might as well go for the taste test. Interesting. It's kind of a sweet flavor. Little bit hard to describe. It's not exactly citrus. It's not really it's not really in that family. I suppose I could most closely associate it with maybe slightly like a pineapple flavor, but it's not really it either. It's definitely unique and definitely quite good. I like the flavor of this quite a bit, and hopefully we'll be able to find it again sometime soon. Yeah, I dig the tamarind. Again, not the most attractive looking fruit, but where it counts, the flavoring, at least in the case of this particular soda, definitely works well. So there you have it, another week of Dan's All Drinks Considered in the books. Many more weeks, many more drinks. We'll see you next time.